What have you done that your parents punish you for? But it was totally worth the punishment. I snuck out to Am to rescue my lifelong confidant from a personal nightmare. Emma and I had been inseparable since 3rd grade, sharing secrets between playground swings and late-night texts, yet she concealed the darkest parts of her home life until that desperate call. I noticed the scattered bruises she dismissed as clumsiness. Her stepfather Rick maintained a polished facade around adults, but his eyes harbored something predatory that raised alarms in my chest whenever I visited. With Emma's mother working overnight hospital shifts, she remained trapped with him during vulnerable evening hours. That fateful night, her call pierced through my sleep, her voice fractured by sobs. "He's completely lost it," she managed between ragged breaths. Mom confronted his drinking problem before leaving for work, and he unleashed his rage on me afterward. When I suggested calling paramedics, panic edged her whisper, "No ambulance." He's threatened to claim self-defense. Nobody will take my word against his. My parents enforced strict boundaries regarding their vehicle. With barely 2 months of driving experience, nighttime driving was absolutely forbidden, especially on school nights. But Emma's voice trembled with unprecedented terror that chilled my blood. I instructed her to hide in the garden shed while I executed my plan. Descending our staircase with calculated steps, I avoided the notorious 3rd step that always betrayed midnight wanderers. Dad's keys dangled from their hook, jingling softly as I claimed them. I rolled the car halfway down our inclined driveway before igniting the engine, each second stretched thin by fear of rediscovery. At Emma's residence, a simple text summoned her from shadow. She emerged hunched and hobbling, one eye sealed shut by swelling, crimson rails matting her hair. "He slammed me against the wall," she explained, then continued the assault when I collapsed. Each breath seemed to stab her as she clutched her torso. I navigated back roads toward the emergency room, maintaining a steady stream of conversation to combat her slipping consciousness. Summer plans, trivial gossip, anything to anchor her to awareness during those terrifying 20 minutes. Hospital staff rushed her inside immediately. When questioned about her injuries, Emma finally revealed the truth. Medical personnel documented everything before contacting authorities. I phoned home, my father's anger dissipating once circumstances became clear. My parents arrived shortly after, while doctors confirmed Emma's 3 broken ribs, concussion, and need for facial stitches. Police apprehended Rick that same night. My punishment materialized as expected, grounded for a month. Communication privileges revoked. Personal responsibility for vehicle expenses. Yet later, Dad privately expressed pride in my prioritizations of friendship over rules. Emma and her mother relocated to grandmother's house afterward. Rick received a 5-year sentence for his crimes. Emma testified courageously, reclaiming her narrative in court. Today, she studies psychology, determined to support children with similar trauma. My 8-month driving restriction and seemingly endless chores became insignificant sacrifices compared to witnessing Emma's gradual healing and transformation. Sometimes defying authority becomes the only path to genuine justice.